And this, lastly, let's get to this clip, and then we'll just take some IMs and get the heck out of here. Fox News, Fox and Friends, they want to promote this notion of basically, I don't know if this is like a Kevin Sorbo movie tie-in, but they're talking about how everyone is outraged by this sort of rash of attacks on the New York Police Department. People are throwing milkshakes at them and dairy products. They can't go anywhere without it. This is just, and it's because the Democratic Party is promoting this. And of course, New York is pretty heavily Democratic state. And that's why this must be, one would imagine this would be completely rampant, where people are just like, for no reason at all, just go throw a milkshake at a cop day.
Bill Clinton, by the Clinton Global Initiative, he was like, Ungawa, Black Power.
And so Fox and Friends
at these pigs.
assembled a whole studio full of New York City first responders because they care. Except, of course, when the Republican Party was standing in the way of funding the 9/11 Victims Fund.
Don't get greedy.
But
first responders, that's such a good umbrella term to include the cops with people we actually like.
Yes. There's people who save people from buildings that are burning, and there are people who go and harass kids on the street. But nevertheless, they assembled all of them in the studio, and they really wanted to drop the bomb. We're going to show America how horrible the Democratic Party is by encouraging all these people to pick on first responders. Here is Steve Doocy. They always give Doocy the job because he doesn't care at the end. He's like, whatever. I can't even believe I'm here.
Can we see the hands of the people here today, the first responders and law enforcement, who have encountered anything like that in the last year or so in New York or wherever you are?
Hit with water, hit with milk, disrespected, taunted?
Or
know anyone that has?
Well, that's good. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit.
Yeah, let me tell you what that's
just generally.
good. Let me tell you what was good about that. No one raised their hand. There was one dude far in the left-hand corner. Can we see him like right? If you look at far in the left-hand corner, sort of like half-heartedly raise. Wait, aren't we supposed to raise our hands? And there was nobody else. No, it's been fine.
I saw a very rude Twitter comment once.
Yeah. Aren't we supposed to? Aren't we? Didn't they?
The guy told me not to slam the suspect's head against the roof of my fucking car. I found very threatened by that.
It's funny how Doocy tries to save this, though.
People want to fire Officer Pantaleo. That triggers a PTSD response in me because I could have just as easily been being the one choking out the fat black guy. So there's a lot of intense emotional imagery in the job. So I'm gonna raise my hand on that.
Haunted.
All right. Here's how he tries to save it. Like he gets faced, and then he tries. Well, let's see if we can get something that's even vaguely, remotely relevant to the spot that we've used to lead this in.
In New York or wherever you are.
Hit with water, hit with milk, disrespected, taunted.
Or know anyone that has?
Well, do you know anybody that has? Have you heard any stories? Did you hear our report when we claimed it? Did you hear what we were saying 20 seconds ago? And nobody? Okay.
Well, that's good. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about just generally who would like to talk on TV right now. I would imagine everybody. Where's Gerard? Gerard's over here on the end. All right, Gerard.
There we go. Yeah. Anybody want to talk about this? No, I just, they told us we had to come here, so we're getting paid. So,
not really. I mean, because you look at someone like Pantaleo, you go, there before the grace of de Blasio go I.
Right. Yeah, no, the police union told us it was important to come to crap on de Blasio, but I don't have any stories. I just, just want to say I was on TV, so. Yeah.
One time this woman was telling me not to drag a kid off of the squad car. The yelling was so loud it might have hurt the eardrum or whatnot.
For like a week.
I guess that was traumatic.
There was a week where I had to say like, what? What did you say? I couldn't hear you. Okay. So there it is. Yeah, no. Move on, Chief.
Show's over.
Yeah, show's over.
Show's
over
over, Doocy.
Appreciate your work in making
Thank
sure
you.
that we that Mitch McConnell signed off on the first responders bill. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for running interference for that.